Hello America, we're back to talk about TikTok. Remember that whole thing where it was supposed to be banned? Yeah, about that, it's still a mess. TikTok got a 75-day reprieve from a nationwide ban, thanks to an executive order from none other than President Trump. You know, the guy who can't even keep a casino afloat. This order came just in the nick of time, saving TikTok from vanishing from US phones. But hold your dancing horses, folks, because this is just a temporary fix. The ban was supposed to go into effect on January 19, 2025. That's when TikTok was supposed to disappear faster than Melania's smile during one of Trump's speeches. The app actually became inaccessible for a hot minute on January 18th. But then Trump stepped in with his executive order and bam! TikTok was back online. This whole situation is about as clear as a glass of Trump vodka. Users were initially relieved to have their beloved app back. But the future of TikTok in the US is still shakier than a squirrel on a double espresso. So buckle up because this roller coaster ride ain't over yet. Okay, let's try to untangle this legal mess. In April 2024, a law was passed that essentially said, ByteDance, sell TikTok's US operations or get out. ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, is based in China. And that's where the problem lies. The US government is worried about data security. They think China might be snooping on all those TikTok dances and challenges. The Supreme Court even upheld this law, so it's not like ByteDance can just ignore it. They had until January 19, 2025 to comply. But then Trump threw a wrench in the works with his executive order. This executive order is like a legal loophole the size of Trump's ego. It delays the ban, but it directly contradicts the existing law. Some legal experts are saying this whole thing is unconstitutional. It's a classic Trump move. Make a big splashy decision without thinking about the consequences. So why is the US government so worried about TikTok? Well, it all boils down to data. TikTok collects a lot of it. We're talking about your personal information, your browsing history, even your location. The US government is worried that this data could fall into the wrong hands, specifically the Chinese government. They're concerned that China could use this data to spy on US citizens, spread propaganda, or even interfere with elections. It's like a digital Trojan horse, but instead of hiding soldiers, it's hiding your embarrassing dance moves. To address these concerns, the US government has proposed a solution: sell TikTok's US operations. Trump even suggested a deal where the US government would take a 50% stake in TikTok. Yeah, because the government totally needs another thing to mismanage. ByteDance, on the other hand, is trying to find a buyer that would satisfy both the US and China. It's a delicate balancing act, kind of like trying to teach Trump how to use chopsticks. This whole TikTok saga isn't just a US problem, it has global implications. Other countries like Canada, Australia, and even some EU members are watching closely. They're considering implementing their own restrictions on TikTok. It's like a game of digital dominoes with the US pushing the first one. This situation is also a major point of tension between the US and China. It's a battle for technological dominance, and TikTok is caught right in the middle. As for TikTok's future, well, that's about as predictable as Trump's next tweet storm. If the ban eventually goes through, it would be a major blow to the app. It would lose millions of users and billions of dollars in revenue. But hey, maybe that's what it takes to get Trump to finally delete his account. Until then, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Stay tuned, America. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.